everybody, welcome back to Keely's Creations. I am Keely Kerwin, and today I am here to share with you guys one of the fun new collections out of the annual catalog. It's called Boho. And this time we only made 4 layouts using it. I did have some cards, but unfortunately I can't find the cards at this time. This is, as you can see, says Delaware. So this is layouts that we did create when we were in Delaware, and I wanted to share those with you. If you guys like what you've seen here tonight, please feel free to give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below. We'd also love to have you come over and join us in my Keely's Creations crafting community, which is on Facebook. So you'll find that information down below as well. So if you're ready to check out this fun, whimsical collection, let's get started. Hey everybody, it is Keely jumping in tonight, and I am here to share some brand new artwork from the new core annual catalog. This is Boho, and you guys are gonna love it. It is a 6x6 paper pack, which is always fun to play with. You know, a lot of times 6x6 is used for card makers, and so trying to adapt it sometimes for scrapbooking gets a little bit more difficult, but I absolutely love the 2 double page layouts that we created in Delaware. So there are not any instructions. This is not a workshop, but it is super easy to recreate on your own because you're only using 6x6 papers. So the cutting is very simple, and I will walk you through what we did. But first, let's start with, this is the catalog, the annual catalog, the May 2025, April 2026. This is the new annual. And you will find Boho is shown on, oops, sorry, it begins kind of on page 61. So this is going to show you all the pretty colors that are included in Boho Vibes, as well as some artwork and some layouts, cards, and some home decor pieces. On this page, we used, and this is what we did use, we used the bundle. So with the, really it's a suite. So there's different things. So the bundles are considered a stamp set and a set of dies. So you can purchase them separately, this one or this, or you can get it in a bundle and you get 10% discount. You can also purchase this whole collection as a suite. So you can get the stamp set, the dies, the embellishment, and the 6x6 papers all at a 10% discount as well for $63.50. You can get the whole thing, and that's what I had purchased, was to get it all. You'll see that we use the stamps, we use the dies, I love the dots, and this fun 6x6 paper. So each of these papers are double-sided as well. So I'm going to show you some things that I did too with it, and how I store it and different things like that, how I store my 6x6s. The other major thing that we used on these layouts is this fun set of new letters called Party Alphabet. And again, you can get this in a bundle where you can get the Party Alphabet dies and the party banners together. And when you do that, you get a 10% discount, and it's $125, but you guys, it's absolutely worth it. Absolutely, hands down, no doubt worth it. These letters are 3 inches, and I'm going to show you them. They are 3 inches tall, so they make amazing things. You can make your banners, right? And there is 20 different dies in this set here, and there's 36 dies in this one. So you're getting, what did I say, 56 dies for $125, okay? It is worth every penny. It would have been $139 if you bought them separately. Buy it at a bundle, get a 10% discount. So you can see how some of the letters had been used here on this tag, but then also the tag being made out of the banner. And again, an actual banner, right? Cute card boxes, treat boxes, where the letter has been cut out of the inside here, using then the inside piece on a card with the teeny tiny little banners back behind it. Again, here is that surprise banner in the background and showing the bag and the cute little treats and the cute card. All right, let me show you now all the fun actual products in person. So let's set this off to the side. And I'm going to share with you the major products that we used in these layouts quick. So this is the embellishment. This is from the suite, and it is called Muted Palette Dots. And it comes in these 4 different colors. I had cut mine off because I've used a bunch of them, and so I just keep the little piece in here. One great idea that I am going to start doing that I have seen is to move this all the way down to the one end, and then you take your scissors and you just cut this end off here. So instead of trying to use the adhesive over, you know, eventually it stops sticking, you just slide this back inside here and you can easily store them and they don't fall out. Great idea. All right, part of the bundle and the suite is the Sunshine Vibes. So this is a stamp set and a set of dies. So the stamp set is an acrylic set. So you have this set right here, and then these are the different dies. So you have the outer layer. This creates the base to be able to put all these fun different layers onto your rainbow, and I'll show you that in a second. Otherwise, you can use this to cut out all just fun, all one color. You have a set of hearts, which we used. So there's 3 hearts here, and then 2 little, like, I don't know, in my mind, they're like stars, but they're like ka-chow, kapow from a cartoon, right? So you have these 2 things. That makes up the bundle, and then I had just had some extra pieces. So when I'm talking about the base, that piece that cut the base out is this shape, okay? And then you can use all your different pieces to layer on top of here so that you're not trying to adhere each little individual. So you can make some fun rainbows out of multicolor images there. So that I'm then just going to stick back in here. So if I wanted those, I already have some pre-cut. Then Boho Vibes. It is a 6x6 collection, and you have multiple different patterns to it. Now, when I have opened it, because it is shrink wrapped, there's not a good way of storing it then. So when I was with Close to My Heart, I did expos and I did events, and we had cash and carry of stamp and die sets or just stamp sets. And these 6x6, they're a little bit bigger than that, so I'm not sure. They're not 7x7, maybe 6.5 by 6.5. Bags from Clear Bag. You have your adhesive base, right? And you just fold it over. And then these had a clear hanging tab so that when I had them on my expo grid wall, the stamps could sit this way. But what I decided, I'm like, this fits perfectly. I put my scraps or little pieces back into one of these. And then if I wanted to, I can hang it on grid wall. I can hang it on my wall in my craft room, put a push pin through and put it on a bulletin board, that kind of thing, right? Or I store them. What I have been doing is storing, we used to have like a 6x6, a stamp set holder, and I just put them in with that right now. And so these are the different patterns that we use. You'll get to see a whole bunch of different variations of all that in the layouts, okay? My favorite part of the whole catalog, you guys, my most favorite thing ever is that set of alphabets that we just came out with and that set of banners. So remember I said you could get it a bundle. $125 for these 2 things. I know it seems like a crazy amount, but when you look at the set, it's crazy. There's 36 dies in here, and they are 3 inches tall. So you have all these dies. You have the full alphabet, and then you have some of the other, I don't know what they're called, but this is fun, right? You have the colon, but to be able to do other languages in, because Stampin' Up! Is global, and we are in 11 different countries. It works out well to have that. But these are absolutely awesome, and especially when you cut them in cardstock and then run the letters back through an embossing folder, oh my gosh, to die for. On this set of layouts that you will see, I only use, I'm going to leave it out in case I want to show them. We use the cardstock. Then this is the banners. There's 20 different pieces to these banners. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different banners. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Maybe there's more. Maybe I counted wrong because there's 20 pieces altogether. So you have banners. These are the corners. So like in order to punch holes in the corners if you wanted to, you can use these little pieces or these little, once you punch the holes, then you punch them out grommets. And it works good because then you can do 4 at a time versus 1 and losing the teeny tiny pieces. So again, love this set. This is the Party Banners dies. All right, let's get to the artwork, the reason you are here. You guys, these layouts have pictures on too. These are my only layouts from Delaware that has pictures because Holly brought her printer and some printer photo paper, and she had created these layouts. So Holly Veselnik, my good friend from Michigan, had created these layouts using the Boho Vibes, and then we titled it Delaware Sunset. So we were chasing a sunset, and we are in Delaware, and so the sun is actually on the wrong side. So this isn't the ocean, it's an inlet, but you would never know that if I had not told you that. Ha! So this is my girl gang. This is our group. This is Dana. She's from Michigan. She is my upline. Jen Patrick is from California. Holly Veselnik is from Michigan. Michael Rowley is from Washington. Denise Sanner is from Pennsylvania and Delaware. So her farm is in Pennsylvania, but they have a beach house in Delaware. So this is who we stay with the last 3 years. Tina Lovell, who's from Oregon, and me from Wisconsin. And so this was an absolutely perfect picture for these papers. This background was at, I don't even remember what it was called. It was at a restaurant. So a restaurant bar down below is where we took the pictures, and then you went up on top. So we got to see the sunset, and we talked, and we laughed, and we had delicious fruity drinks. And so this was just a fun picture making, you can't really see it very well, but it was making a heart, and the sun kind of was reflecting through that. And then this was where those are true laughing smiles, because this is where we were trying to all do the walk at the same time, like putting the same foot forward and like zigzagging back and forth. And we were terrible at it. Terrible. Us three were lagging behind. They were way ahead. We laughed so hard. And there was a parking lot off to the side, and there was a couple that was watching the sunset. And they were pointing and laughing at us. So I'm glad we provided entertainment to them. But I absolutely, again, I love this. Delaware Sunset. That is using these alphas right here. You can see the size. Here's the S and the U, right? So that was cut out using then our die cutting machine. And then you can see some of the stamping that we did behind it. So we did the sun. So the sun is a half stamp. It's perfect. Fit perfectly on here. Again, the little blue hearts were part of dies. And here you guys get to see some of our rainbows in action. So the base was a white, and then we cut out of crumb cake, and then we put different layers of the different colors in here. So these two, the sunset, or sorry, the rainbows, and then Delaware Sunset, I popped those up on foam. Other things to note on here. So here is our dies, and wait, Keely, you're saying that these were 6x6 papers. How is this possible? Because this is bigger than that. Ha! So we just basically cut an inch off the top of the 6x6 so that you had this piece for up top, and then you could layer, we then use the die the rest of the way down and die cut, and just so this like through here is empty. There's nothing about an inch or so in here of this paper. So it just layered and made it look longer than it really is. We did some splattering. So there's some pink splattering on here, petal pink. And then some of the, I think it's Night of Navy is on here. So we used Night of Navy. This is the dark blue color, but we used second generation. So we stamped this star off on the paper and then stamped it directly here. And I will bring these up so you guys can see the different splattering on those as well. And then here are the matted dots that were added in the corners on this layout. And we made this rainbow the exact same. One fun thing on tying the twine. So this is twine that was double bowed. I don't know the exact terminology for that. So I took it, I folded it in half, and then I just tied a bow. But then at the bottoms of these, I tied a little knot. I don't know, I'll show it up close so that you can see it better. But there's a little knot here at the end. And it's just a different way of making a bow. And it was fun and whimsical and something I'd never done before. And I absolutely love how these turned out. So I'm going to bring layout 1 up so you can see that. And then hopefully you can see the splattering that was done in the petal pink and the Night of Navy. And then using some crumb cake here. And then some, oh my goodness, it's one of the In Colors cloud cover is this blue underneath here. And then that fun little rainbow. And then the right side, sunset, okay. And then the fun splattering, the rainbow, the hearts, and the dots. And then some of our fun pictures, okay. So that is layout number 1. I'll set that one off to the side. And then layout number 2, that one does not have any pictures on. So all of ours, oh, one thing I wanted to point out, it's nothing major that you guys would do, but all of our layouts are the same. So everybody had this picture and this picture on theirs. And then we all took a picture in front of here and then took a picture. Not everybody took it doing the heart. Some were just standing in front of it. So this bridge was just super cool on how it gave the background on there. But then everybody has different. And I have more pictures from this event that would be fun to take and do 4x4 flip flaps on it. Okay, so layout number 1. And then layout number 2, again, was created by Holly. And so the first one she had done when she came. This one I think she created while we were there. And again, we did splattering with the Night of Navy on the top and bottom, and then the rest of it is kind of covered using, again, cloud cover, and then using some glimmer paper that is coming. So that is something you guys will get, you can order in the new September catalog. It's three different shades of blue, or it's 2 different shades of blue and a silver. I can't remember, but this is the darker one. This is the, oh, I always want to call it Harbor, the new in color. Oh, I'm gonna brain fart on that because now I want to know what it was. But I love that. I love this. And again, different strips using the fronts and backs of the patterns from Boho Vibes, and then using just cardstock this time to make our 3 different rainbows, and I made them all differently, so then I could mix and match, and pulling, we just cut 1 full set of each rainbow in all 5 colors, so then I mixed and matched so that I would have 5 different rainbows. We have room for 3 4x6 verticals and then 3 4x4 squares. That other layout had room for 2 horizontal 4x6s and then 2 4x4s. And this time I put the rainbows flat on the paper, but we popped up some of the sentiments. So hello, and then good vibes over here. And again, using some of the stamps and then some, again, the dies, the hearts, to tie that all together. And I like how different they look. Okay, I'm going to bring this one over here so that you can see. Yeah, we did that. We tied in the same way how we did the sun up above, but I love how the rainbows look different, right? Using the different patterns and the different shapes that came in the dies versus just standard rainbows. Okay. It was a collection I wasn't real sure of. I knew that if I bought it, I would see somebody use and create something that I absolutely loved, and Holly hit it out of the park. Again, these are not hard to recreate. It is 1-inch strips by like 3 inches, I think, all the way across. And it's like probably like 1.5 inch on the top and like 1.25 inch. I mean, I could measure them if anybody wants to know the exact measurements, but it definitely is just an eyeball kind of thing. And then the dies do all the hard work. It makes all the embellishments for you. So I'll bring these up so you can see layout number 1 and those fun matte dots. I absolutely love those dots. I've used them on multiple projects now. I used them in the album retreat too, I believe. So, and then just using a stamp and just carrying it all the way across. It's an individual stamp and just stamp, stamp, stamp. So I would love to hear down below which is your favorite. I love both of them, but of course I'm more, I love this one the best just because it has photos on, you guys. I never share artwork with you that actually has photos on the layouts themselves. So I hope you enjoyed my boho vibes. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below or send me a private message as always. And I look forward to the next video that you will see. So next week we are going to be on album retreat. Let's see, that would be July, August, and September. And then we're going to switch it up, and the last week of August will be the Celebrate Together Stampin' Up Scrapbook Workshop. So that made 6 pages, and you'll see how I keelified those. And then the first week of September will be the last part of Album Retreat, so October, November, and December. And you might want to know, why am I telling you this already? And that is because I am trying to work ahead. We just got back from Florida on Saturday for a family vacation with friends. And then Sunday we packed our son up, and Monday night after work moved him down to Aurora, all his furniture. So if we are friends on Facebook, if we're not, find me. If we are, you've seen what my living room looks like now. I have no furniture, hardly to sit on. We have a couple camping chairs up there. It's actually the chairs we take to Morgan's softball games. And then we are, let's see, tomorrow Nathan gets his wisdom teeth out, and then hopefully on Saturday, Sunday, he's feeling good because then he's going to play in a Toys for Tots softball game, and I'm going to continue to keep working and try to get ahead and get posts all done for you, because next Wednesday, so August 20th through September 5th, I am going to be on vacation again. I know, I only work 6 days this week, or this month, in the office. It's crazy. It is for my parents' 50th wedding anniversary, and we are heading to Ireland and doing 4-day land tour there, and then getting on a cruise ship, a princess cruise ship, and cruising the rest of the way around Ireland, and then heading over to Scotland and finishing in England, and then flying home. So I am going to be gone August 20th, so next Wednesday. So I've got a lot of stuff that I want to get done and share with you, and newsletters and posts on Facebook scheduled, and my blog posts and my videos and my YouTube, and there's so much to do and I'm stressing out about it. But I hope you enjoy the artwork and the inspiration I share with you guys. I would love it if you would give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends, have them subscribe to my channel. I am really trying to grow my Stampin' Up! Business because I really do love all the products and the things that they have to offer. So I hope you have a great week. Stay happy, stay healthy, and keep crafting. Love ya. Thanks for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed my scrapbooking video. If so, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. I look forward to sharing new creations with you next week. To keep the crafting fun going, check out my prior scrapbooking videos. I appreciate your support. Stay happy, stay healthy, and keep crafting!